Another thing is the Amtrak Iowa's motto.
Which brings my
I don't
attention
know.
back to the tech
But
genius that is Dave Canfield.
the 1683, it's
but
the
I'm serious.
disgrace.
Lost at Sea, which is the exhibit that's on board
Why
right
ever
now,
it went from
is
why
a
those two they don't
huge
marry,
exhibit,
they
hundreds of
don't
thousands of dollars
the
if it
heart of
was
the matter
done
is
at
okay,
a
but it doesn't
professional
even
level.
flow
That's not to
out.
say it doesn't
It's not
look
like it's
professional. It
in
looks incredibly professional. You did it for a
8683
fraction of
or
that.
Yeah, we
something.
spent on the tech build. We spent a
What
little
is their
over
problem? Because I
$30,000.
didn't give enough
I had a
in the
museum
video.
designer come through there afterwards, a fairly famous museum designer. He came through and looked at what we did, and he asked me again. He said, "How much did you spend on that?" I said it was about $32,000. He said, "I wouldn't give somebody an hour of your consulting for that amount of money."
Right.
So, we're pretty proud of it. We're a pretty scrappy museum, and we try to be really diligent about spending people's money well.
Right.
Because this is the time and treasure of people that have donated to the ship. And
I can't think of anything to not care about.
So there you go, Jonathan. There's your fundraiser right there. You just rent him out.
Yeah, there we go.
Just get rid of the number for the site.
$32,000 an hour. Perfect.
He just heard about 30 minutes ago that he's getting a fellowship in the state of California with the Association of Museums for 2 years. So,
oh, wow.
A technology fellowship. So it goes to show some of the forward thinking that we're doing there at the ship.
Woman speaks out after being attacked and left for dead at a Dominican Republic all-inclusive resort. They're like, we don't want this in our news either. So why did we get this all of a sudden thrown in as a fellowship? And I went through and asked for nothing but space again on here. I got followed different things. This is an unpresidential post. Seems almost like a something against other countries. You know what I mean? Some way of being against Albert Pujols, because that's a Dominican Republic person. You know what I mean? I'm not. Sure, there's been women that have been beaten, left for dead here in America. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. White people that have done it. A single oil tanker could become a factor in both the China trade war and Iran tensions. This is the truth. They go running, and
salt water.
It becomes oil. It's an oil fucking bullshit poster. You know what I mean?
We have no intent to go
Do you think that I have?
anytime soon. So
I should
let's look
even.
at the coatings that are preserving pilings and some of those stationary items to get some longevity.
I tell you that I have
But it's really
feelings
good,
for her.
the other
I feel
comparison
bad for her,
to
but at the
folks
same
is
time,
the building, if
I
you
feel
don't have
it's
a
more
strong
of
foundation,
it's
the
put
building's just
there
gonna
as something to
crumble
her
around. Take care of
harm
that foundation
me
and
and
the rest of it
my
will go together.
the foundation of what I think of and do and what my fucking life is. I don't need their fucking bullshit crap come in here to tell me about some woman that needed to speak out about being beaten by some guy. It doesn't even seem real to me. You know what I mean? It's almost like a false reality, something that's fake and made up, and I hope she understands that, but I don't. I'd rather it be fake than fucking real in the first place. And like I said, it's a racial fucking thing. It's some type of a racial tension because I said something about the Mexican border. So they bring in some guy from another country, but not completely white skin color, has done something to some poor white woman who's defenseless and couldn't save herself from the guy. Fucking bullshit. Sorry, but it is. Get a gun or whatever if you feel like that. If you're going to another country, and don't go to another country and if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's what it came to. I have no clue. I don't care. Like I said, you just fucking bothered me in a situation that shouldn't have even happened, and they fucking make that blatantly clear with the next one. So why does it happen? That's what I want to know. Because you're sick in the fucking head, people? At least tell me that. Say that's what it is. This doesn't make any fucking sense either. My mom doesn't order this up, and I'm not a fucking 3-year-old either. And you're just fucking retards. Wow, finally a space one. Fucking douchebags. And why isn't it showing on their National Space Station's website or application? Someone's selling her drugs, I think. If not, she's just been so fucked up by the public. She shouldn't even be trying to let them see her right now.
So some of that's actually on the plan, because of course the Surface Navy encompasses everything from the little green river boats I went to after I left the battleship, through the battleship, which is sort of the quintessential image of the Surface Navy, and everything in between. So we want to make sure that we encompass all of the Surface Navy. So whether you're dealing with a supply mission or a riverine mission in the jungles of Vietnam, or the kinds of missions that went in the Gulf against the oil platforms, there's a lot of immersion that needs to take place. And I look at Jonathan when he talks about a fully immersive environment, which I fully support.
Was it the drugs or the public? I know for a fact the public has done some stuff to her.
Dave Canfield and Jonathan Williams, it's a pleasure seeing you, gentlemen. Thank you for coming in.
Public,
to,
whatever you call it.
Make sure you go out and see the Freedom Rock this year.
Absolutely.
Because the Iowa is actually on the Freedom Rock this year. We were out there Memorial Day weekend.
What's it called?
So go and see that. And go and see the model if you haven't already seen it of the ship in the capital.
Yep, saw that this afternoon.
There you go.
In the first place, why I can't just get some cool stuff to dig into about you know what I mean? I got this cool rock right here,
and this is the Simon Conway Show.
This is where Iowa goes to find information. WHO.
I looked it up. Try to find something about this freaking rock. I'm sorry, Britney Spears. I'm not trying to be mean to you at all. I swear to God on the Holy Bible. Anyways, I found this awesome rock. It's actually Tommy's rock. He found it, I think. I didn't really know. It doesn't really matter, but I'm trying to... Stop this! I don't need your extra...
And Bankers Trust gets to know you and your employees and will provide retirement solutions that fit
video
your needs.
modes. Not even trying video mode right now either.
The impeachment, the I word. Impeach him, the I word. The impeachment. These people,
Democrats,
out to get us.
The president, and a cover-up.
Not true. Donald Trump.
And a cover-up.
Let them play their games.
Impeachment is a divisive issue. Engaged in a cover-up.
I don't do cover-ups. We're covering this story. Provide you with an update at the top and bottom of the hour.
The big story.
Anyway,
1040.
this if you look it up, they say that rocks with the holes in them are usually not meteorite.
Is one of the smartest investments you can make. So,
if this is a home that I just dropped,
there may be damage you can't see. So if you even think you might, don't wait. Call the experts at one.
The damage you can see but you can't see. It's just the stuff on the ground. I went through this yesterday, or with my other videos, just like in my fingers, you know what I mean, that kind of stuff was damage in the video.
The value of your home and get it done right with beautiful, hassle-free results and a lifetime product and workmanship guarantee. You'll protect your home investment for less.
But do you think it could be extraterrestrial? If you look up Great Rock, you won't find anything that's right away, because I did and I didn't see it. If you can, I'd like to know what the hell it is.
Siding and triple pane windows by calling this special toll-free number 1-800-400-6401.
This rock, I want to know what it is.
If lines are busy, try again. That's 1-800-400-6401.
And it's identifiable, you know what I mean? It's just like finding out if Britney Spears is really on drugs, or if they're doing something else to her. You know what I mean? Whoever she's got on her page, ain't shit. They don't even show me any one of mine because they know I would have killed myself because of them by now. The people that talk. I don't have anyone reply to me except for like Steve Snitzer. But he does it in other ways. Like right now, she can talk to me if I wanted to really dig into something like that. I'm not trying to get her. She's talking about tailors and stuff. Like she could talk to other singers and stuff. To tell me that something's going on. Weird. I wish I could get perfect pictures of this because it is an awesome rock. You see it? It's yours, I think. You found it. Here.
That is not a bull elk. That's Kim. Her RV sewage
I
tank
found it up something on the rocks that you saw off to the side. You see it? It looks like a meteorite with the holes all over it. But I looked up meteorite and it says that they don't have holes. They have flat indentions like a thumbprint. And I looked up red meteorite because it's more like a volcano rock than it says. That one that you had last night that I was looking up that disappeared Wi-Fi for 2 hours after I looked it up. Like we lost Wi-Fi all of a sudden.
Avoid backups or accents. The best part, the station that subscribes to you is no cost to you.
I don't know what you did with it either. It was over here somewhere. The meteorite rock, the red one that you had last night.
Jack injured in an accident. Visit hopelawfirm.com. 235 westbound, slow traffic, about a 3-minute delay between 30.
I want to make jewelry out of these too.
235 eastbound, getting pretty heavy as you head out of the downtown. No major delays.
They're called
I-35 southbound on the off.
Yeah, that is one. That is one. I got you. I was in the middle of taking a picture. Just a second.
Powered by Compassion.
It is metal of some sort, and it's reddish. It kind of looks like it has concrete built into it too. I don't know what it is.
And man, we've been busy in hour number one, haven't we? Amazing. Absolutely amazing stuff. So if you're just joining us, well, we've given away...
Anyways, I was doing... look at this. It is really heavy, too.
Tomorrow. We've spoken to Senator Joni Ernst, who has told us
this one right here isn't that good of one.
Ambassador Nikki Haley...
I have older ones.
Iowa on
Where did they all
June
go?
15th as the senator's guest at Roast and Ride. We've done that, and the CEO and COO of the USS Iowa are in Iowa, which is a nice change. So we spoke to them as well. They've been in studio, so that was cool. And that's just our number one. As Paul just pointed out in my ear, there's nothing coast about that. Because normally this is the day we...
Someone was talking about going through these looking for diamonds, and I never did get that fully looked up. But if you could find diamonds in a creek pebble,
so this is the
wouldn't that be awesome?
You kind of go, and catch your breath. Listen to our extended news at 5, and then we'll continue this conversation with some personal news for me. Thank you all for your prayers and good wishes over the last 24 hours. It's been a rough 24 hours, but it ended with good news. I'll tell you all about that coming up straight ahead. So there you go. We are across the great state of Iowa, and this is the Simon Conway Show.
WHO. Des Moines, an iHeart radio station, and on your HD radio, KDRV HD2. News Radio 1040.
This one's a good one.
WHO. It's road trip season, and you have everything you need.
It kind of looks like it has rust on it there.
Jiffy Lube will make sure
but
you're
that's
ready.
like patina.
Visit DesMoines.jiffylube.com and get $10 off your Jiffy Lube signature service oil change. Jiffy Lube, 3 convenient locations in Des Moines and Clive.
Terry Brothers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Milwaukee is now open at their new location at 1000 West Hickman Road in Milwaukee. It allows them to serve their loyal customers from Adel and
Their point was broken.
community. Stop in, see
But
Terry's
make it
large
into
inventory
a
selection and their
piece of
all-new
jewelry.
state-of-the-art service department and
Huh?
Iowa's first Jeep
I'm talking
Rally
about
showroom.
this
Terry Brothers
piece of
Milwaukee is ready for
quartz
business, so
that I
head west
found
on
in the
Hickman,
creek,
Iowa's
just
newest
shaped
vehicle dealership.
like
Look
naturally.
forward to
It's
meeting you
not
at the
tumbled
new
in a
Terry Brothers of Milwaukee.
machine or anything. It's real. It's a good piece of quartz.
Sunday mornings at 8 o'clock. We're going to talk about how to keep your knees and shoulders healthy using all the modern techniques of joint preservation. Please join me at 8 o'clock on Sunday mornings on
And this one's a good one.
WHO.
I thought it looked like a good
Right now,
rock
today's
for
top
a
stories from Des Moines News, Traffic, and Severe Weather Station, News Radio 1040.
yeah, it does have a reddish color.
It's
But
5
you were
o'clock
talking
on
about
Traffic.
something else.
WHO Radio expanded news at
It
5,
turned yellow in
72
this.
degrees under partly cloudy skies. In
Why
Hawaii.
isn't it
Our
showing
top
very
local
well?
story this hour. The National Weather Service says 7 tornadoes touched down in Iowa yesterday. Justin Roberts reports.
That total included a preliminary EF1 tornado in Poweshiek County, which left one person injured. The tornado traveled 9.9 miles and lasted nearly 40 minutes, leaving damage behind. In Hardin County alone, the National Weather Service said there were 3 EF0 tornadoes. Sac, Pocahontas, and Humboldt counties also had confirmed reports of tornadoes. They were already EF0, according to
It's just a
preliminary
nice
data.
piece of
I'm
quartz
Justin Roberts.
that
Ford Drive in
has
Des Moines has reopened from
tumbled
ML King
itself
Parkway
down
to Mill
naturally.
Avenue. The
But
city
if you put
says
it
there
onto
could be
a
continued
what?
minor flooding of the Raccoon
My
River
piece
over
of
the next
rock
few
here
days,
is
so
what I'm
expect
talking
road and
about.
trail
Look.
closures into next week.
You're talking about
Street
an
was
egg.
closed.
Let me see it.
That's not stone. That's an egg.
It is look kind of like an egg, but it's not perfectly shaped, so that's what makes me wonder. And it's flaking like an eggshell, but the inside of it still, I don't know. Maybe that was like the other layer that was inside of the egg, that you know what I mean, the filmy kind of stuff. I don't really know. But this side does look like it's an eggshell kind of characteristics. It's weird. But like I said, it's not perfectly shaped right there. Otherwise, it was.
Transportation says it's frustrating
Almost.
that they're back at square one after it flooded again yesterday.
Our own DOT forces, our contractors just worked like crazy to get everything back open, and then now it's going underwater again. So that's really frustrating.
Do you believe that, or do you believe
The DOT also closed I-29 north of Council Bluffs between
a
Crescent
bunch of Council
and
Bluff shit's
Loveland.
trying to happen to me?
Also in news, the 2020 presidential candidate, former Vice President Joe Biden, will make stops in Iowa during the month of June. He'll be in Ottumwa, Burlington, Davenport, and Clinton. He'll be in town June 11th and 12th. Also, President Trump is making an appearance at a private fundraiser in West Des Moines. That is coming up on June 11th. Our top national story, the Trump administration's weighing a plan to limit asylum for migrants from Central America. Homeland Security advisors are considering prohibiting migrants from seeking asylum if they've traveled through a country other than their own to get to the U.S. Trump says he'll unveil a very dramatic plan for the border.
He's trying to make them
tomorrow.
stop in Mexico
New
and
Hampshire
not move
is
on.
abolishing that state's death penalty. The state Senate today voted to override Republican Governor Chris Sununu's veto of a bill to repeal the Granite State's death penalty. Earlier this month, the House also voted in favor of an
That
override.
one song, it says, "I'm gonna make this place your home." Seriously, to the Mexicans, gonna make this place your home. That's what it is in the song. Somebody was trying to argue with me about it in a way. Like, they didn't, not argue with me, but they were, I don't know, it was earlier. So I didn't tell you right away. There really shouldn't be a border. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. There should be a global identification. Everybody should be identified when they cross the border. Like, that isn't even there. Just like there ain't really a border between Colorado and there ain't someone standing on the thing between Iowa and Colorado, is there? So why would we deal with the people at those bordering states differently than we would deal with each other state to state. Just doesn't make sense. They're still humans. We're all humans. They have.
Securities America companies
We have
are
better
separate
chances
entities.
of doing things right if we don't separate ourselves, especially when we're not wanting to be separated.
We've got to look at your 3-day
They don't want
forecast,
separation.
plus a professional golf tournament.
It's just
is
like any other.
Des Moines.
You wouldn't want to be
I'll tell you
separated.
about that coming up right after this.
Right now on the Van and Bonnie page at WHORadio.com, hear what the head man at Principal thinks about this golf tournament.
And here's Talk to
I
Jay
want
Haas.
this to
Find out
be
what the
shown
players
for
think
what
in
it
Des
is.
Moines.
How about if I try like that? No. Anyways, if it was made into a pendant, it would be worth a couple dollars at least, maybe more. If I started selling them quick, then I would be like, well, maybe that was worth more money. And maybe I can identify these into being something other than just quartz, but this is quartz for sure. If I knew that this was a meteorite, that would be even more. That would be cool to be able to advertise it as a meteorite stone necklace.
You know, it's lined with skyboxes and bleachers behind the green, so you hit a good shot and they cheer.
That's pro golfer Jay Haas on Van and Bonnie this morning. Haas won the Principal Charity Classic 3 times in the past when it was located at Glen Oaks Country Club. This year's tournament runs through Sunday. Time for the latest sports with Emery Songer, News Radio 1040 WHO.
The Iowa Cubs move on to a 4-game series at Round Rock tonight after losing last night 3-1 against New Orleans, which wrapped up a 5-game series there in which they went 3-2. Cubs still in first place in their division in the Pacific Coast League.
No raise.
St.
They
Louis Blues
say
picked up a win in the Stanley Cup Finals for the first
does
time
not
in
deserve
team
a raise.
history last night with a 3-2 overtime victory. That series tied at 1. The next game of the series, Game 3, will be in St. Louis on Saturday night at 7 p.m.
Basically the same
NBA
thing.
Finals will tip off tonight
What
in
is
Toronto
this?
as the Raptors host the Golden State Warriors in Game 1. It's the first appearance for the Raptors in team history in the NBA Finals. Golden State's looking for their 4th title in 5 years. Get more on today's top stories in sports at KXNO.com.
Now, the latest on the roads from the traffic center.
From the Iowa Speedway Traffic Center, neat Father's Day gift. Iowa Speedway NASCAR race tickets start at $20 at iowaspeedway.com. Slow traffic I-235 westbound between 7th Street downtown 56th, about a 3-minute delay. 35 northbound slow traffic from Corporate Woods to 1st Street, about a 4-minute delay there. Southbound 35, there's a vehicle on fire on the off-ramp southbound to Elkhart. That's exit number 96.
They wouldn't even fucking
The fire is out,
they
but it's a
wouldn't
real
load
mess at the top of
people
that
for
ramp.
just being
Slow
out
traffic
of the
I-8035
When
westbound
I
from
fucking
Douglas to University
sat
and
here and
eastbound
watched it trying to
8035 from
load
86 to
through
Burway. A
the
bit of a slowdown there.
Videos.
This
Oh,
report
wow.
powered by the podcast Monster,
And
the
then
Zodiac Killer.
they turned
With Des Moines'
themselves
most frequent
back on
traffic
the-
on your way home, I'm Jim Brown.
I'm Patrick Roach.
I really
And I'm
can't
Adriana
explain it.
Cortez. We're the host of Red Pilled
And, how I
America,
was thinking
a new
that-
storytelling podcast.
Red Pilled America
They'll-
tells the stories
they'll
of
tailor
the
it
mainstream media
to
don't want
whoever's
you to
in
hear.
the
Visit
background.
iHeartRadio app
You
to
know what I
listen
mean,
to
if they
Red
want
Pilled
to.
America.
And give them
Drier
a
weather
story
is
to
on the
play
way,
on.
especially for your Friday. We are going to see
And
a
they
few
got the
isolated
3
thundershowers
ticks
this
out of
evening.
me
A few
that I
phone
didn't even
clouds are
realize
still
until
possible.
afterward. Well, I mean, I
Overnight
realized it.
lows
They
at
don't.
60 degrees
I don't
tomorrow,
really know
high
if they're
of
the ticks. I
85.
don't really
It's going to be
know
mostly
what to
sunny.
say.
Great, exactly what we need. A few scattered showers, though, on Saturday. High temperatures stay at 79 with mostly
New
cloudy
Rambo
skies.
5.
That is the News Radio 1040 WHO 3-day weather from Channel 13. I'm meteorologist Ed Wilson.
At 5:09, partly cloudy skies, 72 degrees in Des Moines,
I don't think
73
there's
in Altoona.
that many
I'm
tick
Trey
bites in the
Rice. Our
past.
next scheduled news is at 5:30. Breaking news and severe weather at once on AM 1040 on your radio and everywhere you are on the free iHeartRadio app.
BBC.
At the top end, 30 minutes past the hour.
Immigration.
Our plan that costs a living.
Tony Robbins' book has been scrapped by his publisher.
If it matters to you,
The most important news story now?
it matters to us. News Radio 1040 WHO.
don't know who in
We've
the
all
heck
been
that even
guilty of
is. That's
listening
the
to
thing.
somebody, but not
If
really
you can't
hearing
challenge
what they
China,
say.
no one
Same
can.
goes for looking,
One's
but
operator
not seeing.
only.
If
United
you've
States
been
mine
injured
for
by
rare
somebody who
earth
failed to see you, you may need a good attorney like Fred Haas. Fred takes the time to listen and hear your story. Like a good friend, call Fred, double D, Haas, double A, the Des Moines Law Offices of Fred Haas. Drive safely.
If we can't be economic, that's being real. When someone asks me, make sure the door's shut, it's like, okay, I go and look, the door's shut. But they're trying to use, someone was, they even know that it's almost
Hi everybody, Van Bunny here. You know, May is one of the busiest months of the year for carpet cleaners. People are doing their spring cleaning. A lot of people are getting ready for graduation parties and open houses and all the things that happen in May. And of course, the warmer weather is here and spring is in full gear. So we recommend you talk to the folks at Zero Res, have them come out and give that carpet a good cleaning.
One of the most important items on your spring cleaning checklist should be cleaning your carpet, because an annual cleaning helps prevent the appearance of traffic patterns. It preserves the investment you've made in your home. We all get so busy with our day-to-day lives, and keeping up the home is no different. Did you know that you can easily schedule your service by visiting ZeroResDesMoines.com? That's ZeroResDesMoines.com. You can schedule when it's most convenient for you. It's fast, it's easy, and confirmation is done immediately. That's why we love Zero Res. Book now and get 3 rooms pre-treated, cleaned, and sanitized starting at $129. Again, go to ZeroResDesMoines.com. Look for the Schedule Service Now button and tell them Dan and Bobby sent you.
First thing in the morning and the last thing at night. Get the news, traffic, and weather you need from Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play 1040 WHO on iHeartRadio.
Getting News Radio 1040 WHO from iHeartRadio. Even in my own home, I had my own designated
whatever.
space
Who's
to
the
sell.
farmers?
I think about
Which
it,
farmers?
like I was punishing
What's the
myself.
extreme weather?
A friend of mine
What's the
said, "Why
pummeling?
wouldn't you just
Why is it a
try
bullshit
the
fucking
job?"
story
And
that I
so
don't
I
need
went
to
out
hear?
and bought
If
one.
it's because of what Trump did, trading with China, bullshit.
I don't think anyone, including myself, thought that I could switch.
Carolyn made
He
the
did
switch
something
October
dirty.
2016.
Tariffs.
Make the switch at JUUL.
That's the real fucking problem.
This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Live from the High D Studios, this is News Radio
I always have more fun looking at rocks.
I'm gonna need some help.
These people are
Maybe
full
I
of
got
shit.
excited over nothing, but something that we have never found on the river before. I'm excited, sorry. But I think I have a pendant. So I just kind of glanced over and
A pendant.
it.
It is a pendant. That's what it is. You're gonna make it into one.
Simon Conway on your radio, the iHeartRadio app.
I'm hoping I'm not getting excited over nothing, but sure looks like it was.
Across the great state of Iowa, it is Simon Conway.
Not like that.
It's not very symmetrical or anything like that.
This is an actual artifact made by an Indian. Or
Please do let
American.
me know
of
if
you guys,
they look
because
like that or if
yesterday
I'm just pendant or sex stone.
I was not
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And
The
the
pendant
reason I was
stone.
not here is because
Fans all
my
the way
girlfriend
around.
is a cancer survivor.
Please let me know
A
if I
lump
put it.
reappeared.
You just don't
So you
find
can
them like
imagine
that normally, so why would there be a
The
hole at the top?
panic
Please let me know.
that ensues.
I think I'm
I don't know why it won't
after beating
focus.
it once and you think it's come back. So
Camera
yesterday was a day
Right,
when
there's
we
Max guy looking back at you.
went to the hospital. We had a whole
Go
bunch
back,
of
been
tests
quite a while.
done.
I got one
And
down
then
here
we
and it
had
keeps
the
getting covered
long
up. It's right on
wait.
the water.
They assured
We
us
just
that
got
by
hit
3:30 in the afternoon we would know. By
We're just about
4,
walk past
He's
it.
not one to work together with pendant like the other guy.
find out in
Doesn't
actual
work
fact
out
that
that
I don't know
cool.
how good this thing
today,
is,
or
but
yesterday,
there was a whole lot
today,
more showing before the waves came
that
in.
she is in fact clear that it was not a return of cancer. So many people
Oh, no.
went to my
Well,
online
the tip's
accounts
busted, but
and sent up prayers,
medicine or something, yeah.
for which I am
Nice
extremely
point,
grateful.
Russ, laying right
So
in the
thank you very
feather
much
point, right
for
in
doing
these cracks
that.
and
Really, truly
crevices.
grateful.
All right, we'll get something better than
So,
this crap on
I
the
think this is
That's
good.
where I was yesterday. That's what was going on. We put it up on social media, and a whole bunch of you commented and sent our prayers. And I put it up today that we got the good news, which is great, right? And I think there was
This
almost
is really
200
not one to
comments, which is
focus in on the
obviously
good side of this
so
pendant.
thank you for that. You can meet her. Yes, you could meet her. How? Well, she is going to come with us to California. And we would love you to come too. So what's going on? Well, we are going to California. We're going to Los Angeles on September the 23rd. We are flying out there on September the 24th. We will be on the USSI, where if you've been listening since the start of today's show, well, you heard the guys from the Iowa, and there's plenty to see on board right now, especially.
And then again,
so that will be the first thing we do. And it's not just
How
any
about
old
piece of
tour.
white paper?
You're going to get an off-tour tour. You can pretty much, if you have a physical capability of getting to where you want to go, we will make sure that we get you there. So if you want to go to the highest point on the ship, we'll tell you what's involved in getting to the highest point on the ship, and we will then take you to the highest point on the ship. If you want to get to the lowest point on the ship, equally, we'll make sure you're physically capable of doing it, and we'll get to the lowest point on the ship as well. On the day after that, we are going to the Reagan Ranch. Now, the Reagan Ranch is not open to the public. So the only way you get to go to the Reagan Ranch is if you have a special invitation. And we are very blessed here at the radio station because
and I'm like, cool, so I rake my hands through the sand.
President Reagan used to work on one of our stations, WHO.
Underneath the sand.
And as a result of that connection, they invite us to come and see the ranch.
It's just broken.
It's really cool.
I wanted to try,
we will get to have lunch on Ronald and Nancy's front lawn, and then we will tour the house, which is a very small house. We'll see some of the land, we'll hear some amazing stories, and this house is literally...
Every time I come across the tip, I always kind of rake my hands in that little area and do a little dig out just to see if it's separated. This is
last
the only
night,
time I've ever
you were saying you have $1 million.
So it was really dished out in the back. I don't know if you can see that.
For 2 tools and 1 other tool.
Fire popped or
remember?
Something like that, but must have really weakened it up. So
dummy.
Either way, I'm still
what were the
happy.
tools that you're talking about that was worth $1 million?
Good day. We'll put it all together. And
you said you had 2 tools and another tool.
Mudstopper cleanup today for Saturday, August 12th. Today was we didn't get any rain or
anything. Miniature
like
person's horn with horns.
Kind of just freestyle a bit. Hit a lot of places that we don't normally hit. And, well, it kind of worked out for us. So,
anyways, one of them was me writing or drawing or something like that. These 2 are already drawn.
And some broken tips, a really nice scraper.
I use this rock as one. Broken tips, broken.
It was funny though when Kyle found that was our last beach. It couldn't have been a few minutes later.
I wanted to show the real color of this.
Buried. But I don't know what it is. It is the ugliest thing in the world. Really kind of ripped up on the backside, but just like a scraper or something like that. It just really worked all the way around. Just kind of a hot mess, and then Madison with the tip off.
Trip and hang out with you, get to know you on a more personal level, although we try and make this as personal as possible. There's nothing quite like, breaking bread together, is there? So we would love to see you. So 515-270-7070.
That's a first for me. Never found one before. And pretty sick. I'm still...
The vibrations of the radio makes it not...
Good day for not hitting any of our normal spots that normally give us pretty good stuff.
Focus sometimes.
We'll get this all put together. And it's funny story. He left it in here. This wasn't the last time's cleanup. Kyle found that arrowhead last time we went out, and it would be in the video if I accidentally mapped. The video button, but I didn't. I took a picture instead, so there's a still shot of Kyle's head, and that's as close as you're going to get to seeing that arrowhead, but it's in the cleanup, so I thought that was kind of funny. I felt bad for Kyle, but he's back on it with a really nice arrowhead.
Every remaining
we'll get all cleaned up
2018 GMC Sierra Denali, now just $12,583. You can get up to 19% off the MSRP on new Buick Encores, and almost every new Buick is 0%.
They're worried about me turning the radio off on Simon, calling him Kyle if I do. So I don't do that. Didn't do it on purpose. Trying to make it to where I can take pictures without it making a unfocused look.
Online, lotaboutcars.com. It's lotaboutcars.com. Lotabout GMC, where everybody gets a great deal. Tell them so. Simon Conway, he's going to stand by you.
Sure. Hockey? Hell yeah, I want to go hockey. I'll be over there in 15 minutes.
He's going to stand by you weekday afternoons at 4. News Radio.
Dang, this is tough.
This is Carl on his motorcycle.
I wonder what the white, not the white stone, but the, whatever that last quartz one was, we'll do on paper.
Hey, Mud Stoppers, finally back, November.
Hey, check out that view. Check out another piece of paper.
I don't have a good one in the ground, but I got
Might as well grab it.
sitting down here. So we've been on the beach 5 minutes, maybe. Coming off of a 20-foot flood, so let's just get down here because it's courteous.
And Hy-Vee is your destination for best in class beef with quality, variety, and tenderness that's second to none.
Listen every weekday
But
morning
either way,
for
my
Shop
gosh, that's the
Spinning
first one I
Golf
found in over a month, so
to win $100
we'll
in
get that
Hy-Vee meat, and on Fridays we boost it to $500.
we are
Also
set.
along with Van and Bonnie on News
Send
Radio
out 30 minutes. Pretty sure I have a button in the ground here, so let's take a look at it.
And there's nothing small about what you do. That's why Dell Small Business Technology Advisors give you trusted advice, one-on-one partnership, and tailored tech solutions, like computers with Intel Core processors, servers, storage, networking, plus thousands of hardware electronics, accessories, and software.
Wow, that's a big old stem base, huh? Nice. There's the business end. I can't get it to focus, dude.
Storage.
Oh well.
It's fun and stuff. It was something I was stored on my finger. It was this, I don't know what the hell it was.
Anyways.
It made them go away. I was trying to break down the storage. It brought up accessories.
And glad I walked my steps because I went past
This is cool too on the side.
in the ground, and I was only 3 feet from it before, so let Kyle get a good angle down there. Man, I just saw it from the top side. I couldn't believe I missed that one already. Oh, yeah, she is.
That is cool,
nice
huh?
looking.
Artifacts by
Oh,
Indians.
wow.
Connecting again somehow.
Yeah. Then, oh my
Then,
gosh,
because they're just
perfect
using telepathy or
Oh
what?
man, I don't know if that's a. I don't even know what kind
Does
of.
God makes it happen?
I really don't know. That's gorgeous. My God, that has got some thin as can be. What a solid G10. Jesus Christ. All right. You two, we're back. It's been about. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. It is bad today. All right. Hey, guys, we're going to get back at you. Come back. I just want to say something. Kyle's Freddy feature. Let me pass it back. Joe had 20 pounds. It's not 20 gave to me. And I'm pretty sure I got a little guy right here.
I shouldn't even try to take that picture.
Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. It's like
Oh yeah, you're right.
miniature or something.
That's some good LOLs.
That is.
Do you think this is anything?
Stellar looking. Yeah, it looks like. I don't know. It looks like a miniature Snyder's. That thing is less than an inch long. All right. Good find, Kyle.
Like a tool?
Joel back. It's been a couple hours. We got something worked in the ground. It's started off good this morning.
Maybe it was worked by
It's taken a
nature.
hot minute, so Kyle come down here. It looks like a little tail sticking out. Oh, that's a nice one.
This
Look at
seems
that.
broken.
Oh.
Doesn't seem like it's.
Did it grind
If they
against-
broke it, they had to break it. Odd, they didn't have a very good way to form it,
Oh, great.
or something.
Oh, man. What a day of A-framers today. Wow. Holy nice, Adina. Big boy, too.
Rained out.
All right.
Time to go.
Great. Time to go. See you in the
I
cleanup.
got another one.
Kyle back.
But I don't know about this one either.
Thought we were going to rained out, but it's not for us, so. We got something sticking on the wall here. Yeah, that's like a corner right there. Ready? Go ahead and fetch it. Oh, that's a nice little nick out of the corner. Oh, yeah, it does.
How do they know this?
Narrowhead, though. Yeah.
How do they know these things? You know it? Isn't that weird?
Oh, yeah, it's a small chip.
Another small chip,
damn.
dirty stuff.
We can get you one better than that. All right.
We just need to clean it.
Joel back,
Later.
it's been a great day today. I got looks like a tip in the ground. I hope it's there. But we just found a broken tip and a broken base just no more than a minute ago. So, oh yeah, it's whole.
Broken tip, broken base yesterday, being mad at him.
Kind of a fat guy.
Fat
Two-tone
guy.
color. That's a nice looking area.
Fat guy.
Thick. Good point. God bless, it's been a day.
I wonder,
Alright,
really wonder
well,
what this
This
is.
is our last stop, so hopefully we find one more on the way home, and we'll get this put out to you guys. Thanks. Mudstoppers cleanup today for Saturday the 18th.
I don't even know if I have any other rocks.
Just got rained out. It was
What'd you say,
perfect time to
Tommy?
Stop, so almost perfect.
Yeah.
But good haul today. Good way to snap that dry spell. We pulled some nice ones out of the ground today.
Not quite
Ran
the
over a couple
whatever
nice
something
early
I said
arrowheads.
yesterday about
There's that first one. And
people.
my tiny one. Well, that's the first one. That's the first nice one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, crudy stem. Some broken tips.
I don't know
Broken
what
bases,
this
big
is
scraper.
here. It's quartz.
A lot of
I
broken
don't think
stuff
it's
today. Nice blunt.
formed. I
But,
think it's
all
just
in all,
chipped on.
Pretty darn good day. So, yeah, I guess that's the winter season started. Yep. So, hopefully tomorrow we can.
It's hard
we
to
can
see
get
the
Be a good
chips
weekend.
too
Once Stompers up.
because it's quartz. I don't believe it's anything but broken rock. Wonder how that breaks apart. It gets chipped like that, like formed into almost a point. Anyway, it's just a quartz rock. This one, it's been chipped on and chipped, but I think by nature.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with quartz sometimes. You gotta look at it because
You definitely can't tell in a picture or video.
Huh?
You can't tell in the video at all. You can probably see where it's broken in a pretty good slant on two sides here, like chipped down, but you can't see the work, like the actual where it looks like it's been worked.
basically anything that size of quartz around here is considered an artifact. Chipped on big pieces.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't.
Ones like these, a bit bigger yet. Good little hand axe.
I've found plenty of things that look like gravel, basically, and that's what I would consider this. However, it is put through a machine that breaks it up before it gets taken to the wherever it's going. You know what I mean? Something like that.
This petrified wood. These are considered artifacts.
Yeah, that's an awesome piece. Let me see that. That's something that should be worth $50 to $100.
It's worth more than that.
I don't know, maybe. You got to remember, you got to sell it to someone. You can't just. Well, you don't have to. I mean, if you're gonna sell it, they're gonna want. They're not gonna. They're gonna want to. I mean, it's a heavy, nice, good chunk of petrified wood. But you can find big logs of it if you go to Texas. I was reading, and I want to go to that spot and get some, fill a truck up, and then go and sell them for $1,000 a piece. Once you carve out the what do you call like a sink out of them or something. They're big chunks. This one has crystals in it too. Well, something like quartz or something in it. Would be cool if those are diamonds formed. I know it's not how it happens, so. I wonder what they say to something like this when it's Mud Stompers. You know what I mean? Those guys were right on. My rock had a chip on it, right as they were saying my rock had a chip, or right as I was seeing my rock had a chip. Yeah. What happened to the radio?
News 74 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Our top local story this hour: police make an arrest in a murder for hire investigation
No
in
longer
the Des
cloudy?
Moines Metro. Christian Lascano has the story.
Evanston police say 23-year-old Anna Plank, also known as A.J. Hernandez, was arrested Wednesday, accused of trying to hire someone to kill the father of his girlfriend's child. Police in Adel were first notified of Plank's attempts to hire someone to commit murder. Investigators say Plank tried twice to hire someone, once online and once in person. The first attempt came in February, the last one in May. I'm Christian Lascano.
Grace Lake Park will be closed till June 28th. The park on Des Moines South Side was to reopen this weekend. That's been pushed back because of recent heavy rains and flooding. Meredith Trail next to park is open. President Donald Trump returns to Central Iowa next month. The Iowa Republican Party says the president will attend a private fundraiser in West Des Moines June 11th. Meantime, Democrat presidential candidate, former Vice President Joe Biden, will campaign in eastern Iowa June 11th and 12th. Biden will visit Matoma, Burlington, Davenport, and
This guy's knocking stuff off at McDonald's
Louisiana, the latest state to
on
restrict
public
abortion.
freakouts.
Governor John Bell Edwards signed a law that prohibits abortion after a fetal heartbeat's detected. The bill was written by a Democratic state senator and signed into law by a Democratic governor. And singer Leon Redbone's dead at the age of 69, specialized in old school rock, tin pan, and Allenstown music. Redbone appeared as a musical guest several times on Saturday Night Live. One of his most popular concert pieces, ironically, Please Don't Talk About Me When I'm Gone.
Can you please do that?
It's 5:32. Weather, traffic, and more Simon Conway's coming up.
Some people that are having a hard time grasping this concept of Renter's Warehouse, and it is phenomenal. I have a good friend that was just telling me the other day that she became a landlord by default. I said, what do you mean? She said, I acquired my mother's house, and I really didn't know what to do with it, and it was bothering me. And she said, I heard you talking about Renter's Warehouse, so I called them, and Brad Neal over there really helped me. And now I'm renting this thing out. Highly qualified renters, good people. The Renters Warehouse found me, and I'm getting checks all the time. This is not unusual. Renters Warehouse will collect the rent. They'll handle the maintenance request. They'll even warranty your
You
renters.
can't refuse me service, Google. You don't have a choice.
There's no upfront fees. There's no
If
marketing
you aren't
fees.
this lady, you can't play off like you're some lady, some weak and defenseless woman that you make the most powerful woman in the world with fucking cartel and everything behind her. It's fucking bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you all. Now give me my fucking feed. I don't need this shit. See? I don't need your shit. I can see it. I can see the anger and the disrespect. I don't want coffee. I don't want any of this stuff, and you know that.
Protects your home investment better than 1-800-HANSON, an industry leader in vinyl replacement windows. And right now, you can save big on beautiful triple pane windows to enhance any decor and lower your energy bills.
And I'm here for business and for my dog. Yeah. So I'm here at
With
this
savings
thing,
like these,
and
don't
I
wait.
think
Get up
it's
to
too much
65%
to
off the
ask that a
installation of a
server
triple pane windows by calling 1-800-400-7487. If lines are busy, please try again. Call 1-800.
Now she says she will do it, but I want everything like this. No, I wasn't even complaining. Everybody else was. And you can see that, Google. What is your fucking problem, Google?
And happy birthday, Jessica, or happy sweet 16, Amy, and wanting Amy to have the best sweet 16 that she could ever have. I'm working for a sweeter world, one treat at a time.
At ADP, we're designing a better way to work, so you can achieve what you're working for. HR, talent, time, benefits, and payroll. Informed by data and designed for people. Learn more at
Laughing at us the entire time that we're up here making a complaint. Isn't this hilarious? The Walmart...
That's why Dell's Small Business Technology Advisors give you trusted advice, one-on-one partnership, and tailored tech solutions, like computers with Intel Core processors, servers, storage, networking, plus thousands of top-brand electronics, accessories, and software. No matter your technology needs, Dell is here to help your small business do big things. Call 877-BUY-DELL to speak with an advisor today. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
Now, the latest on the roads from the traffic center.
It's a Hope Law Firm wreck check.
What are we doing? Are you smashing things? Are you smashing things? The bailiff was here, and you changed his lock, and you're being charged. And you're being charged. And would you please leave it? This is Kathleen after the judge has given us a note to reorder. Yo, just back up. You deserve it.
So what the fuck is BBC in for?
How dare you do this to somebody? Babe, we don't have to show you anything. The judge said to go in. We don't have to show you anything. I have the paper. I'm not showing you. You didn't want to see the paper when you came last time that I left here for you. And what's 7612? Whose address is that? Whose address is 7612?
Pathetic fucking tools.
This lady is giving us the wrong address.
Fox. There's Sky Penis talk fucking from the Air Force. It is an Air Force fucking topic. It's stupid.
Your court papers are thrown out.
They seen what the fuck just happened.
I don't have to show you. I had
The video's here. Everybody can see it. And I'm not sure who you are either or what you're talking about. I'm not in your house. That's the thing. So he's in my house. I've already fucking explained this.
Call the bailiff. Call the bailiff. Call the bailiff.
You have to pay to see my video. She's pissed because I'm not getting paid. You don't need it. I need it.
Don't touch my things. They're not your things. You've done enough damage as it is. Wow, you guys are crazy. There's a right way to do things. We paid the rent. You know why you evicted us? Can you tell us why? Because you illegally raised the rent $200 that we refused to pay. And we still paid you. And we still paid you. And we still paid you. Kathleen didn't. And we still paid you, didn't we? Your husband took off. Wow. And we're moving all of our stuff. If you touch anything, you're just going to be sued for everything. You have no right to be in. Oh, by the way, I do have papers for you because I have a court order, court session, because we're suing you for $25,000. So I started another action. Yes, we have. Don't touch our things, Kathleen. This is her, what she's doing. Taking our stove. This is her touching our things.
Involving her son and longtime handlers and friends who claim the son has ill intentions.
She's aggravating. She's touching her face. You can kick whatever you want. You're making a public embarrassment of yourself.
You embarrass yourself. You don't
Nope. We're human beings. You know how to treat people like human beings. You know how to treat people like human beings. You're the mother. Remember that. Think about how would you feel if somebody treated your kids like that?
What right do you have?
How would you feel if you treated your kids like that? Somebody treated us.
I don't need you to
Don't touch me.
You don't understand.
You have scabies, remember? Don't touch me.
He says you can hear Nicholas.
You don't need that. You fucking need it. Leave a whole time in house already.
Oh, no, I did that.
I told her 2,000. Why do I do
What was
this shit?
that? How much?
Every
How much
month,
do you
200, 300. This man not pay rent at all. Why do you have me rent? Nothing.
You're a good liar, and you lied to the judge. Not the
WHO.
All around. I'm told that video was recorded on April 23rd. I did speak tonight by phone with Ms. Nichols' son. He said his mother doesn't have a management team, but declined to elaborate on that or refute these accusations or that recording. Nichols' manager tells me a detective from the LAPD is headed to the home tonight to interview the star. The LAPD told me tonight they don't confirm making welfare visits only before they have a child.
Listen to the lawyer's message.
I don't see the lawyer. I want to see the court paper.
He will give you the paper because I was told not to deal with you anymore. They already called. You're gonna get arrested. Not me. Them, I'll show them the paper, but they already know. Because the bailiff talked to them already. Because the bailiff is charging you. The bailiff gave me the keys, not you. Why is that? That's not normal. And the bailiff said you're being charged for taking his lock off.
It's not me. The man coming with
It was your husband.
Open the door and
No, he's already taken pictures. He already knows.
Yeah.
You can't lie. You can't lie anymore, Kathleen.
Where's the police? I'm waiting. Do not move your stuff in.
We are moving our stuff in, actually.
No?
Yes, we are. Yes, you are. Oh. Hear the sign? You're going to jail, Kathleen. Look at what she's doing to our stuff. She's destroying our stuff. Look at this. She's nuts, this lady. She's crazy. Look at. You're going to be sued. Are you worried about that? I'm going to sue you. This is just making it easier for us. Holy psycho people, eh?
I don't want my son being in charge of me or making decisions on my behalf. You know, so it was very clear. And when Anjali reached out to the Case and Cares Foundation over a year ago, we decided to step in and help her and support her, and we went to court with her. And you know, she said, "Look, something is very wrong, very, very wrong. Michelle's clothes are missing. There's not enough money. And where did all the money go? She's still working to this day. She loves going to the Star Trek convention and meeting her fans, signing autographs, and making money. And she's been doing that for many, many, many years, making lots of money. The money, where's that? Where is that? I'm not saying it's the son, I'm not saying it's the manager, but there's been some allegations between both of them. And then
Oh, that's all right. I already got it. Yes, I can. Yeah, I can. Okay. And you can ask me to stop filming, but I don't have to stop filming. And the only reason why I'm doing this is just to get a picture of your face, okay? And I won't stop until you're fired, okay? Bye. I'm a 30-year customer of McDonald's. This is what a young employee, this is what the youth of today is doing now. You're treating 30-year customers. Oh, I know where it is. Thank you, dear. Okay, bye.
You gonna suck him off?
Yeah, he's a fucking knife.
Uber driver has the knife. He's so weak. I'm weak. This is so funny.
Do it.
He's gonna cut your throat, Jack. Now, why did he?
Stop all your stuff, lady. Stop your stuff. Just stop all your stuff.
Who cares? Find your secret, losers. Reapers. Shocking lasers. Fucking angel. You ain't all that fucking pirate.
go grab your car. You can just start unloading all.
That's why we're in.
I was right in your car.
Don't tell me to sit there and tell you things that I'm hearing. It doesn't turn out good, as you can see. Oh, this radio shit.
If someone tries to harm me, you got to do something. And I was hoping that I wouldn't have to, but I ended up having to. I actually, there was a lot that went on, basically.
I know. We understand you're late to this interview because you were just talking to your lawyer, who I think I know. Do I know him, Gary?
You do know Troy?
Okay, all right. So I know Troy. I know Troy very well. Tell us what you feel comfortable telling us following that phone call.
Oh, well, we're just that's sort of speaking logistics and certain things that we have to talk about. But
all I know is it's about seeing him say morning. That's all I see him say. I'm like, because I was thinking about him being passed away.
Troy has been amazing. Troy is really
and the video's gone now.
With this case, obviously, he's a lawyer. He handles things that
I erased a bunch of them. Then he was one I recorded on C-SPAN or something.
And her foundation has helped thousands of people. It's helped Michelle. I mean, if I did not have them, sure, I would continue to fight, but it would be way harder. The elder abuse, and what's happening to Michelle is extremely disturbing. I'm very angry and I'm very upset by it.
It's not Michelle, it's Brittany.
I fought all of last year, fighting for her rights and hoping that she would get some peace. But in the end, that's not what happened. I'm sure you heard the abuse.
Fighting for Michelle.
Absolutely, but the fight goes on. Is that what you're telling us?
The fight will definitely continue. I am not going to stop.
You're very rude. Don't pull the fingers at me. Don't pull the fingers at me. You're the one part.
And that she can live her life the very end, exactly the way that she wants. The son and other man that's working with have her on a retirement board. She doesn't even want to retire. She's an actress. A lot of actresses and actors, and for the sake of it, carpenters, hedge funds, they don't stop being who they are just because they hit a certain age. This is something that she always wants to do. It's like Carrie said, it keeps her going, makes her happy to go out and work and visit her fans.
Well, she would know, right? I mean, Carrie would know because, of course, your dad worked till he physically couldn't.
Right. Well, yeah. There's definitely some more information.
Who's the guy on the TV that says you're the one who's parked, but first was talking to her? It seemed like.
Time reading his scripts, but he probably could have gone on a little longer if it weren't for his wife. And there's things that will come out during the trial about that. But I know when he lost his job, that was it for him. His job was his life. He would always say to me, he'd be like, Dad, why don't we go on vacation? Dad, let's go here. Dad, let's go there.
You can hear the dog
why would I want to take a vacation from my life when I love what I do?
I mean, in sync without knowing it. It's just the truth. If you like to be called a dog, that's just the way it is. But I like to see it as you're just making money on something I don't understand.
We all know people that's happened with. Let me ask you one
Elderly
final
abuse
question.
and
Does this open up a new
brought up
front,
when I
as
was
it were,
thinking
for
about
the Kasem Cares Foundation? Is this
Britney
something new to
Spears
fight for? That the wishes of
deal.
the elder are respected?
It's the same thing we've been fighting for. You know, my father, how many times did he have to tell the court through a court-appointed doctor and a court-appointed attorney, I want to see my children. I want to see my... How many times did he need to repeat that and say that? How many times did the judge hear it? Yet his wishes were not granted. He was not allowed to visit with his family or friends. This is the same exact thing. Michelle doesn't want to be under guardianship.
Because she's a meth person or what? They talk about Michelle and Troy. It's for Des Moines. No guardianship of Michelle.
Like my stepmother or another sibling, somebody with power of attorney, and they say, no, you can't. Well,
you can't use meth, Michelle.
Right. I think that the point I was making is this a
That's
new
all.
front from the
You
point of
can, but you'll die from it. You'll regret it.
This is the law. Yeah, this law can be extended.
If there's a law that says that's good for your thyroid too, I didn't know about this.
If I may chime in, you know, these are celebrities we're talking about, you know, and the thing is, it's a human rights issue. This can happen to anyone. If we don't change the law, if we don't do the work that Kasem Cares and Carrie has been doing, and Troy Martin for all these
I know
years,
what Japan is, going through my videos.
Speak out and do something. This is going to happen to our grandparents, our parents, incapacitated adults, our children, and us.
We are out of time, ladies. This is, of course, the first state in the union to pass a version of adult visitation, something I'm very proud of. Carrie Kasem, Angelique Fulton, thank you very much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And Carrie, we'll be in touch, all right?
Yes. Okay, bye.
Take care, ladies. There you go. What'd you make of that? This is the Simon Cooper Show. This is News Radio 1040.
Who's this fucking English guy that got in earlier too and was doing all kinds of weird shit? And what the fuck is this?
And some of you come up to me and said, you know, I don't know, can I afford that? Well, the better question is, can you really afford another restless night's sleep? Right now, never been a better time to save on proven quality sleep. Now, during the Memorial Day sale, a Queen 360 smart bed starts at only $999. My sleep number setting is 45, by the way. And so many couples disagree on mattress firmness. Well, Sleep Number beds let you choose your ideal firmness on each side, so it's just right for both of you.
What's your opinion?
If you come in during the Memorial Day sale, you can save $1,000 on a new Sleep Number 360 special edition smart bed for temperature balancing comfort at an exceptional value. You will only find Sleep Number at a Sleep Number store. You can find one near you at sleepnumber.com, or there you are at Millsy Parkway and 68th Street near Walmart in the Valley West Mall.
Yeah, meth isn't good for people, even if they lie to you and tell you it's good. If you've started for your thyroid, that's a lie.
People waste on social media every day is staggering, especially when you find yourself looking at pictures of someone's life.
Yeah.
Classmates' kids. I'm something with a dumb face and a bad mirror. And that's not racist. From context to breaking news alerts, friending us on Facebook gets you on hot. And we promise, no dark face days.
Hi, it's Jim Robbins from the Traffic Center here at News Radio 1040 WHO. I'm here every morning and afternoon to save you time and keep you safe as you drive around Central Iowa. You know what to do. Purchase a vehicle with flashing lights and sirens that's behind you right now. The right shoulder and stop until the vehicle is past you. Emergency vehicles with flashing lights always have the right of way. So how about we approach you a slow radio station with a vehicle with flashing lights? Iowa law says you must change lanes if it's safe to do so or slow down. Yeah, it's the law. In my years of watching and reporting on traffic in Central Iowa, I've seen a lot of really close calls involving stopped vehicles and speeding cars and trucks for playing safe. Whether it's a stationary law enforcement vehicle, fire truck, ambulance, highway helper, or even a tow truck, if the lights are flashing, move over or slow down. It's not just courtesy, it's the law. And for traffic and weather on the 5s, mornings and afternoons, leave it right here. News Radio 1040 WHL.
You're a small business owner, and there's nothing small about what you do. That's why Dell Small Business Technology Advisors give you trusted advice, one-on-one partnership, and tailored tech solutions, like computers, Intel Core processors, servers, storage, networking, plus thousands of top-brand electronics, accessories, and software. No matter your technology needs, Dell is here to help your small business do big things. Call 877-BUY-DELL to speak with an advisor today. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
Your smart speaker. It's so easy to listen to Van and Bonnie. Just say, Alexa, play 1040 WHO on iHeartRadio.
I'm Sarah Wallace, General Manager at Magnolia Bakery. Every cake has a backstory of who you're giving this cake to. It's Happy Birthday, Jessica, or Happy Sweet 16, Amy, and wanting Amy to have the best Sweet 16 that she could ever have. I'm working for a sweeter world, one treat at a time.
At ADP, we're designing a better way to work so you can achieve what you're working for. HR, talent, time, benefits, and payroll. Informed by data and designed for people. Learn more at design.adp.com.
Survival tip. Letting the mind wander allows you to zone out on the iHeartRadio app. Download it. Zone out.
Why the fuck did you say 61 backwards? This is my question. Why was it important to put the date in there? Why was it important to get a Sweet 16 to go with it rather than something else?
235 eastbound just cleared the accident near Easton Boulevard. All lanes are open and traffic still backed up to about 7th Street downtown. So expect some delays getting eastbound out of downtown. Also have a crash.
Then it's the 16th century comes up. That's different.
Traffic backed up to Highway 141. Looks like about an 8-minute delay. This report powered by ExpressPros.com. If your summer plans include a new job, it's time to get to know Express Employment Professionals. Connect on the Express Jobs app or at ExpressPros.com. More than 500,000 people find work each year with Express. With Des Moines' most frequent traffic on your way home, I'm Jim Brown.
We're ready to take a break here with some drier weather on Friday. We still have isolated thunder showers tonight, even a few funnel clouds possible. But tomorrow we're back to sunshine after a low of 60 tonight. We'll be back up to 84 for the high tomorrow. Lots of sunshine, dry weather, just what we need. A few more scattered showers for Saturday, but not a rainout. That is the latest weather forecast from Channel 13. I'm meteorologist Ed Wilson.
We are across the great state of Iowa. It is the Simon Conway Show, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, we've got 2 hours under our belt. That's quite amazing, there, Paul. Where did that go? Right? Weird. Paul's nodding. It's radio, Paul.
Yeah, that was a very active 2 hours for us, Dad.
We're still not after this time with us. All right, yeah, we've got a whole other hour still to go. Looking forward to that. If you missed any of today's show, you missed a lot of stuff, which is why we podcast it, and which is why you can find it on your iHeartRadio app or at iHeartRadio.com. All you have to do is
you're an employee of McDonald's. Come over here and speak to me. Okay, your parking lot, okay? Yes.
See what happens.
And you're telling me you're going to call the police on me if I don't leave? Because I'm sitting here resting. I'm sitting here resting. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not asking for money. That does not in no way say I'm asking for money. It says, have a nice day. I'm not asking for money. Would not accept money. I'm just sitting here. You're harassing me. But I'm going to leave your property because you threatened to call the laws on me. You're right. You can do whatever you want to. Because this is America, right?
Right lanes. You got to get all the way over to the left lane to get around.
This is public.
This report powered by.
As a matter of fact, I'm not even on your sidewalk. I'm up against the fence. I don't care either, then.
Supports victims
Good.
of drunk driving, drug
Thank you.
and underage
I will
drinking
send this
at
video
no charge. Call
to a
our
franchise owner of this
855
business.
877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org. That's MADD.org.
Pros know doing it right means buying in bulk to save time and save money too.
Lowe's does it right by stocking job lot quantities of fence pickets, posts, and concrete every day. And at 5%.
I thought that guy was a black guy, okay? Saving time by telling you ahead of time. Caused a wreck, but I found out he wasn't. Of the B-24, trying to stay together with the 24. But this guy's a B to begin with, because it's freaking online sales. Does that work for everybody?
That's how many Iowa jobs rely on trade with Canada and Mexico. Iowa businesses and farmers sell
it wasn't about 30.
auto parts and other goods and services.
They're telling me they use the 3 to say what? Here, by the way, while disturbing stuff happens.
Small businesses. Text trade to 52886 to tell Congresswoman Cindy Axne that USMCA is important.
I don't want to explain it to you, but 2109 started it. That's what it is, and I was like, so what's 9? What is it? Did you're missing out on a whole lot if you do. That's Simon.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Trent Rice. WHO Radio News. It's 74 degrees under. We're going to call it a partly cloudy sky right now. Our top local story this hour. National Weather Service says 7 tornadoes touched down in Iowa yesterday. Justin Roberts has the story.
That total included a preliminary EF1 tornado in Poweshiek County, which left 1 person injured. The tornado traveled 9.9 miles and lasted nearly 40 minutes, leaving damage behind. In Hardin County alone, the National Weather Service said there were 3 EF0 tornadoes. Sac, Pocahontas, and Humboldt counties also had confirmed reports of tornadoes. They were all rated EF0, according to preliminary data. I'm Justin Roberts.
President Donald Trump returns to Central Iowa next month. The Iowa Republican Party says the president will attend a private fundraiser in West Des Moines June 11th. Democratic presidential candidate, former Vice President Joe Biden, will campaign in eastern Iowa June 11th and 12th. Biden will visit Ottumwa, Burlington, Davenport, and Clinton. For the second time since March, floodwaters have shut down Interstate 29 from Highway 34 to St. Joseph, Missouri. After working hard to reopen the interstate 3 weeks ago, Iowa Department of Transportation engineer Austin Yates says it's frustrating to see it underwater again.
And it's changing the flavor of what we do when the water comes back down again. Is it just going to be a matter of time before it comes back up? How fast do we want to start rebuilding and getting things back open just for this to happen again?
I-29 is also closed north of Council Bluffs between Crescent and Loveland. Our top national story, Chinese officials called the United States economic terrorists. An official with China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs claims the U.S. trade policies have caused huge damage to economies around the world. The two countries continue to work on a trade agreement. And the measles outbreak in the U.S. reaches another dubious milestone. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says 971 reported cases of measles this year. That is the largest number in nearly 3 decades. Coming up on 6:03, weather, traffic, and more. Simon Conway coming up.
Anytime.
Going to work.
Anywhere.
Driving home.
Stay connected. This is Des Moines News, Traffic, and Severe Weather Station.
It's all I listen to.
WHO.
The Dave Law Firm, PC 55 North Section Street, Bear Hope, Alabama is responsible for this advertisement. No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Attention farm workers, landscapers, and other outdoor workers. This is an important announcement for anyone who has been exposed to the popular weed killer Roundup. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma or certain other blood cancers after exposure to Monsanto's Roundup, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Please call 800-951-9877 now. Recent reports link skin and breathing exposure to Roundup with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and other blood cancers, and a California jury awarded $2 billion in damages to a couple after it concluded that exposure to Roundup led to their cancer diagnoses. Farm workers, landscapers, and other outdoor workers are at the highest risk of injury caused by exposure to Roundup. Time is limited to file a claim, so call 800-951-9877
highest
now.
risk of injury is me going after the ice and cup, huh? Well, I gotta have it to cool my soda.
800-951-9877. That's 800-951-9877. 800-951-9877.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call
Big Lou.
Don't go after the
provider.
ice.
800-444-9336. Big Lou is intimately
So
familiar
Twinkie
with
wasn't.
your problems. And if you're 50
It's
or
my own
60 years old and
problems.
in
This is
reasonably
somebody
good health,
else's
a $1 million
problems.
policy should only cost about
Right, that
$100
what
to
I'm saying?
$200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your
Big Lou.
previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy.
Whatever.
Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-444-9336.
He's already on number 2. I've only had this first one.
That's 800-444-9336 for $1 million in term life
Big Lou,
insurance.
he's like you,
can
except for
live
he's
with.
on number
Call
2.
Big Lou at 800-444-9336.
He's still on number 2.
The iHeartRadio app has become number 1 for podcasts, with a catalog that has exploded to over 250,000 of the best podcasts from around the globe.
Hello, friends. This is Ron Burgundy.
It's Jake Brennan, host of Disgraceland.
And I'm Chelsea
Bullshit.
Handler, and you can find Life Will Be the Death
They
of Me
use
on
Jake.
the free
Jake's not even a real
iHeartRadio
name
app.
anyway.
The iHeartRadio app makes it easy to find the perfect podcast for you.
Disgraceful.
Get the entire universe
Disgracefuls.
of audio with one touch. Your music, your stations, and now number
With
1
one
for
touch.
podcasts.
Now, the latest on the roads from the
If they
Traffic
can
Center.
profit on it, they will forever. You know what I mean? If that's what people really buy.
$20 at iowaspeedway.com. 8035
Do you buy that I would beat the fuck out of him if I could get him in person? Just me. Nobody else. Just me beat the fuck out of him for doing it.
Right lanes, you need to get all the way over to the left of Inspector
Not just beat the fuck out of him, but it would be
235
worse.
east and westbound, no issues, no delays, 7 minutes from downtown to the Mixmasters. This report powered by Compassion International with Des Moines' most frequent traffic on your way home. I'm Jim Brown.
Right now, there's a child living in extreme poverty with no future and no hope. But you can bring hope when you become a Compassion International
cheat.
sponsor. Just text the word child to 83393
This,
and sponsor
video.
a child right now.
Please restart camera.
Drier weather is on the way, especially for your Friday. We are going to see a few isolated thunder showers this evening, and a few funnel clouds are still
Sorry
possible.
that they used you to
Overnight
cheat.
lows at 60 degrees. Tomorrow a high of 85. It's going to be mostly sunny. Great, exactly what we need. A few scattered showers, though, on Saturday. High temperatures stay at 79 with mostly cloudy
I need to hear the
skies.
Amanda
It is
the Panda
Leadership
commercial
1040
again to make
WHO
my
3-day
decision,
weather
final
from Channel
decision.
13. I'm meteorologist Ed Wilson. At 6:07, it is 74 degrees in Des Moines, 73 degrees in Boone. I'm Trent Rice. Our next
Boo
scheduled
your
news
fucking
at
self.
6:30. Breaking news.
If
It's
you're
your
booing
weather
me.
at once on AM 1040 on your radio and everywhere you are on the free iHeartRadio app.
I don't
Live
like
from the High V
the word boom.
Studios. This is News Radio 1040.
You know that
WHO.
Kevin moved to Washington, where they have legal pot, and you can grow your own and give it to the Republic, I suppose.
Top stories and the analysis you trust. Simon Conway on your radio.
God, that's a special rock. It feels like a little piece of metal too.
We are across the great state
Doesn't
of
feel
Iowa.
like a
It
rock.
is
Well,
Simon
it does.
Show.
It has rockiness to it.
Fantastic. We like to call this coaster. Do we not, Paul?
This is Coast to Coast AM.
Coaster.
And coast.
Yeah. Because this is the day where we coast down towards the weekend. You want to have a laugh, Paul? You want to laugh?
Please.
Come down.
Get us ready for Fun Friday, actually.